So I'm ready in this trade here on the Nasdaq. Reason being, these lows here ran out on S&P 500. We didn't see it on the Nasdaq. Right. So ideally, I want to see if this could pretty much make its way higher. Perhaps take out these highs right here. It's that simple. Now, ideally, I want to see that happen before 9:30 opening. So now, I got to deal with a potential like wick lower. Look closer. We have this fair value gap right here. That, in my opinion, should support price. So, anyways, I want to see if we can just run above these highs here. And I'll take something off here if we get that. Let's look at a 5-minute chart with this. Get her down. So far, just been stair climbing higher, higher. Idea I want to see. I actually want to see this get ran out before 9:30 opening. So now we have to wait for that 9:30 opening, and see how that wants to potentially drive punch price higher. That's what I like to see. I'm gonna put a sell them right there. If you guys hear me repeat myself, that might be just me making a video on my phone about pretty much the same thing I already discussed here. But you guys have seen the live charts and everything. So again, I'm really just looking at the 15-minute fair value gap and I want to see how this supports price. Pushes higher, and then we'll see if we want to keep on going higher. Bitcoin, Bitcoin, Bitcoin. All right, guys. So 2 minutes before market opening. Let's see if we get there. Where's my mouse? That's gonna be a tough time. I can't find it. I want to look at this like, where do we close, right? So let's look at regular trading hours for a second. Okay. Our last price movement was. Oh, I thought Monday was closed. Oh, it was holiday. I traded it, but I didn't think it was gonna pop up. Since it was holiday, I thought Friday would be the last price action. Anyways, so this is where we previously closed. I don't know if it's gonna be a new day opening, got higher low. It's obviously we're right at it. You see we're right at the opening price here. We have what, 30 more seconds. So, anyways, let's just see if this wants to punch higher here and then perhaps up here. And change this back to electronic trading hours. Electronic trading hours. All right, so price is going lower first. Obviously. Now let's see if this candle can explode higher here. This is right at 9:30 opening price. First 15 minutes. Let's see what price does. Let's go straight higher. Make us more money here. Should be like a what, about a, where is that? 210 to a 30-point run. Let's see if we go higher real quick. That'll be nice to see. Or if we want to cancel out the people already in for these buys. So I want to see this supposed to move higher. That's my thoughts on this? All right, guys. So problem: S&P 500 and higher, Nasdaq not. This could easily come wipe out these lows. So let's just stay focused here, but just so you know, S&P 500 and higher first. Not a fan. Nasdaq needs to pick up steam. If not, we are going to see a run lower. Not a fan anymore. That's wasn't a fan because again, S&P 500 and higher, Nasdaq not. So this run lower. Yes, it could bounce from here, but I'd rather stay clear. You have a FOMC member speaking at the top of the hour, so I'm just gonna stay out the way until 30 minutes pass by. But let's watch this 15-minute fair value gap, see what that was. Fire. You know, watch these highs up here. That's where I'll expect to go to now. So you saw the reaction. 15-minute fair value gap. I just didn't care to stay in it. Probably gonna see it push higher above these highs. Let's look at this from a 15-minute perspective fully. Okay. The side's getting smashed right here. The question now becomes, if we smash these highs, do we want to make a run all the way up here? Very possible. So I should be hit. Let's play games. So already ran out these lows here. This run here. We tried to go lower again. We failed. This should be show some strengths. Question is, do we have enough to push all the way back up here? Or are we just getting enough strengths to run out this highlight current day size, right? We're just running out here to run lower, not being interested. But overall, my mind is focused on highs, moving price moving higher. But I am looking at S&P 500. Let's look at the difference real quick. Look at S&P 500 already ran out all of these highs. Right? Ran this out here. Let's kind of put this on there as well. Let's see. 130 opening. It's right here. So for me, S&P 500 should make its way up here. Ideally. Already took out these lows here. Now it looks like the march higher. So it's gonna go to this high. I would expect Nasdaq to make a swap way higher. Now that only changes if S&P does start breaking back down below these highs here, right? If it does start breaking down below here, if it does do that, then we could expect a further floor. So far it's staying up above here, these highs. It's not showing any sign of weakness below it. I am expecting price to keep pushing higher. We start breaking down on S&P below these highs, then this could be in jeopardy. We could go lower for the day. If we do go lower, the question becomes, how low can we go? And my targets will be here. So staying bullish, but if S&P does start showing some signs of weakness, that could shift my momentum to go lower, to expect lower prices. It's Thursday lows right here. Let's compare S&Ps. Cool. Okay, yeah. So that's my only take. We do have this fair value gap in here. So I'd love if we had touched this already. Bang, I like to sell better. With the context that S&P 500 is breaking below those highs. Unless as long as we don't touch here first, I'm probably gonna chill out. We did tap these highs here, so perhaps those are breakout artists, or once it's running higher, they bought, but then prices dropping lower. So discouraging the buyers right now, because those that are selling this market, they have a stop loss up here. And there's those that wants to buy this market, so they have a buy stop above here. And look how we just tapped that, probably triggered them in, and now rejected. So let's watch carefully there. Again, if we start breaking down on Nasdaq, if we do break down Nasdaq, these lows are definitely in jeopardy. I'll put a tester in here. It's actually not a good tester. Get out this one actually. Violating what I just said. No test here. I'm violating what I just said, so that's what I got up. Because what I want to see, I'll see the break in the lower time frame, and perhaps very well can still drop. Looks like it will. Looks like it will. Let's give it 15 more minutes. I'd rather have seen it run into this fair value gap first. So either does or does not. Whatever. Let's leave that test in there. Let's leave it in there. I'll take the loss of tester. That's what it is. Let's leave that test in there. Tester, not Tesla. Let's leave it in there. I'm looking at lower time frame. I'm looking at a 15-second chart. If this does break down, we'll get into it. Just give me a second. I'm clicking, but it's on other device. I'm only testing this out because it's fair value up here. So if we do violate, I will get out early. This is the reason why I was testing that. Right away, I don't like the price action we're seeing here. Should have kept pushing down. But also, if it violates this, then I already don't like this. I'm just gonna let stop loss do its thing. It's already violated. Watch this down close candle here. If this starts acting as an order block, then we're gonna push higher from here. So right there. Then looks like once it acts as an order block, like it's pushed higher here. And it also violated this inversion fair value gap. There's a lot on the chart, but already violated. Don't need to wait for it to get those targets higher. . No need for that. All right, so now we just wait. I want to see this. That's why I got in the trade, because the 50-minute fair value gap. I want to see that was going to dip lower. But now I'm just going to wait for 9 minutes till chairman speaks. It's very, very minor scratch. Look at this against order block here on the 15-second chart. Dropped in there. Looks like we're pushing. Likely we could just keep pushing higher above here. I'm not going to touch this. So let's get back to. I guess we can watch it for now. I'm going to look at the 5-minute chart looks. Yeah. Just watch how price gyrate on the 50-second chart. Yeah, I knew I was offside when we saw this run higher above this inversion fair value gap. I like this. Here was all fine and dandy when it dropped. We had this run higher above it, and we dropped back into this level, and that could act as a potential order block. And it's right at the daily opening gap right here. So now we see a push higher. He's on the 50-second chart. Let's see. We'll go back to regular trading hours. Let's see what a gap really exists here. Little gap in price here. So this is actually a new daily opening gap. So regular trading hours. Barely any gap in price. So this would be considered where we open. Make that red. This would be considered low. Let's highlight this right here. All right. Now we're all set up. So you see how this move, boom, it still fell short as fair value gap. Oh, I'd love to see that get right. 5 more minutes though for the FOMC speaker. Typically, it's not really a huge mover, but let's just see. I'm gonna go back to the 5-minute chart because I mean, this is a 50-second chart. You guys saw how this inversion fair value gap. I called this out. Once you violated, I was like, watch this order block here. It's down close candle. That could push price higher, and we got that. So that on its own was a nice little move on a very micro time frame. How many points that? 28-point move. Anyways, let me erase all of this. Just gonna go back to the 5-minute chart. It's once we punch that fair value gap, we're gonna see how S&P is looking and how Nasdaq reacts. So see if there's any legitimacy to this sell off, or if it's just gonna keep punching higher. So now it's punching to the area. Let's punch meaningfully into that fair value gap. All right, so we punched higher into that fair value gap. Now let's watch if this news has any effect. 40 more seconds. Interesting enough, Nasdaq made it higher, higher. S&P 500 did not. So I'm always measuring that. Always. That's distraction. Get out of here. See if it draws. I feel it's going to just drop aggressive. Where are the buyers? Let's do this for a second. Where the buyers at? Huh. Quite interesting. No buyers. No buyers. Buyers dissipated. No buyers. Why the buyers disappear? Why the heck did they disappear? All right, guys, this to me is just too smooth. All right, there's a lot of liquidity resting here, so I'm like, huh. All right, so to me, this is too smooth. A lot of liquidity resting here. So what I'm doing here, I'm selling this price, expecting price drop lower. What price did, it ran higher into the shaded area in green and orange, right? And it started breaking down. You see it breaking down. And you have to understand most traders were simply just buying this because this was a smooth trend going higher, right? Higher lows, higher lows, higher lows. Now I want to do the opposite of what people are doing, right? Where price is now, it ran out an extreme, this high over here to the right, current intraday highs, and people are going to think it's going to keep going higher. Now it starts breaking down. I want to see this run all the way low. All right, so that's the thought process behind this trade. Now let's talk about Bitcoin for a second. So yeah, Bitcoin. I think Trump had bought burger with Bitcoin. So for the president of the United States to purchase a burger with Bitcoin, that tells us all we need to know. Limited supply of Bitcoin, crazy demand. As the government prints money, inflation increases. Anytime the government spends money, just know we're paying tax in two ways, either via inflation or via taxes. Taxes is what we see, inflation and hidden tax. So to hedge yourself against this, I think Bitcoin is actually legitimate. I mean, it has limited supply. It's like digital gold. If you don't have Bitcoin, you should consider looking into it. Not telling you to buy it or not, but I'm just saying it's like the hedge, a perfect hedge against what these crazy governments have been doing for a long time, the printing of money. So if you look at Bitcoin, it's close to 100,000. It's definitely going to hit $100,000 this year. That's my expectations. But anyways, this trade so far is playing out beautifully. If you look on the, let's just call it the 15-second chart here. Another thing I saw was we broke down. Look how it ran to this fair value gap that I talked about on my YouTube channel. So if you're not subscribed, subscribe. There's some space in here, and we drop aggressively. So again, I think this is going to keep dropping all the way below here. This live price action. Most traders are going to put their stop loss below here because they're buying it, and expectation is going to keep going higher. And I'm saying it's going to do the opposite. Let's just watch this happen. Anyways, Bitcoin might want to get you some BTC. Might want to get you some BTC. So we'll check back to see if price does drop all the way low. All right, the buyers just disappeared up here. Like I was like, where are the buyers? And start selling. Let's see if we're gonna drop all the way down here. All right, guys. Sorry, I'm making my little Instagram clip. You probably like, why is mouse not moving? All right, so again, this is what I was waiting for, the punch up in here. The punch up in this fair value gap. S&P 500 breaking down below those highs I mentioned. So I got into this trade, and then I look at this fair value gap here. Look how we just ran below it and kind of touched it right away, and then boom, drops. So a lot of traders again are gonna have their stop loss below here. This just looks too clean. Like this is just such a smooth move higher that I just don't see them letting people survive like that. Okay, just such a smooth move higher. Like I don't see them just letting traders enjoy such a nice little trend, a nice little walk in the park. It's Tuesdays of the next week after Trump won, we're gonna keep going higher. I just don't see that happening. Can it happen? Yes, but typically when you see prices moving up with so much ease and comfort, where every trade is, oh, just buy the dips, they're gonna disrupt that. That's how I like to think. So watch out for these lows right here. Watch that get smashed, and perhaps these lows here are gonna get smashed too. So what I'm gonna do is put my take profit right here. Probably like, what the hell? Where did the buyers go? Was my question. You hear me asking that? Where are the buyers? Why you disappear? Up here, you see all those wicks. They just weren't buying it. And now the sellers have come out with this big candle. It's not an FU candle, in my opinion, but it's a nice little displacement. So let's just see if this continues. This could just easily turn around. We're into this 15-minute fair value gap here. Ideally, I want to see it keep going below this. Because what could happen is it could take out these lows here. And after taking out that low, that could be enough to send price higher. But I'm just going to stick with these sells. If something legitimately changes the tide. So far, I'm just going to stick to sells. So I'm expecting a run below here, perhaps here. Keep in mind, we are aware of that 15-minute fair value gap and what it's done previously. This orange line is a 15-minute fair value gap. It has supported price previously to push it higher. We got up in here, the buyers disappeared. That's what I was asking, where are the buyers? And he saw me against some sales. So we got up in here, the buyers disappeared. My YouTube channel, I'm like, where are the buyers? Nowhere to be found? Cool, then I'm gonna sell. So buyers disappeared, he gave you enough time. Buyers disappeared up here. Well, you see selling. So let's just see this keeps dropping. All right, let me lock in on price here. I mean, it's just like sweet demand. Like everyone's putting their buys here. And I don't know if that's gonna hold. So I have my stop loss in place. I'm gonna let it do its thing. That 15-minute fair value gap. So this could be a legitimate run higher. It could. And if it does, it will explode higher. Because what it did take out a pool of liquidity right here, right at 15-minute fair value gap, and start rejecting. But I'm gonna hold still. And then my stop loss do its thing. Well, I asked for the buyers and they showed up. So we down here. So let's just see if this wants to keep holding or if we're gonna press higher. Mm, I don't like that move. That move here tells me we're gonna push higher. See how we close outside this fair value yet? Well, actually, let me draw this out. See, yeah, we are gonna press. Yeah, the buyer step right back in here. But I'm still gonna hold. Let my stop loss do its thing. If we press, we're probably going to press all the way to previous day's highs. Stop losses in all of these accounts. That move right here. Where's my almost? Be shy. Where's my mouse? Man? To be frank, what I'm still watching is these up close candles here. They don't want to act as an order block. That's why I stuck to it. As much as yes, it's closed outside at fair value gap, looking at these up close candles and it seems to act as an order block. But I just don't like this area. To me, it's a lot of liquidity just resting here. A lot of people are going to be very confident in that. So, as much as price push higher, look at this. Zoom out for a second. This whole area here, a lot of people are buying here. So price push aggressively higher. I'm sticking to this trade because these last 12 close candles, to me, can act as order blocks. Let me highlight those candles that I'm talking about for a second. Where's my drawing tools? Just draw a line right here. Bam. So these last two black candles are up close candles. Price runs in there. That could be an area where I consider order block where they can then deliver shorts. So I'm just not a fan of whenever there's a crowd of traders in one area trying to buy. This promotes the retail logic of demand. It's a whole area where people are buying. My expectations we obliterate that, we go lower, cancel anyone that's buying right here. That's how I just think about it. Let's see if we actually get that here. This is not a fan of this whole area. But perhaps you could make the argument on the highs too. Let's not be oblivious, right? So let's see, realize I'm in look at these highs as well. You could consider this a resistance zone, and they might just want to upset that. I personally don't like that. That aggressive rejection doesn't fully sit well with me. Take out these lows. Well, let's just stick to what we have so far. This doesn't look the best. So let me do this. Buy back 5 here. Bought back 5. I don't really. Still looks like it was going to do its thing, but you know, let's just dial back the risk. In this case, let me also make this 2. Mouse. Feel back comfortable with the cells here. I only felt that way because we went back below these new daily opening gap highs. So again, all of this right here, watch this get obliterated. So let me add to the position there. I added to the position because I'm looking at this range. From this low to this high. If my expectations we are if my expectation if my expectations are we're gonna run below here, then I want to be getting in at areas that are above the 50% of the range. That's why I still added to that position. It's taking quite some time to look. Time's it. 24. Cool. Really watching the new daily open gap highs and lows. I want to watch that hold that price. Really don't want to see us start creating support above the area. That isn't ideal. So far, look how price opening and closing that area. That's okay. But if we start pushing away from that, then I will be uncomfortable. Oh, looks like they heard me. Not a fan of this push away from this area. Not a fan of that. Still have this fair value gap here. Let's see Donald's whole price. I'm just gonna erase this fair value. Let's erase this one. Super ugly right now. It's not really trying to choose a direction. Okay, what I do like is these highs right here, ran above those highs, and we immediately reject it. I want to see more speed and momentum. S&P 500 has ran below these lows here. Nasdaq has not. Not ideal. It looks like wants to push higher. Still in that fair value gap, so let's keep watching that first. This needs to move momentum lower. For this to drop, we need to see speed. We need to see speed here. There needs to be speed this moment. Take out these highs right here. So again, algorithms are people that will get in long at a breakout or now trapped up here. And ideally, if this is move lower, we want to see speed move lower. Momentum lower. If not, then we are probably gonna go higher. But I want to see momentum speed going lower. That'll indicate we're still short, we're still bearish. Yeah, it's being so reluctant here. But again, we're still respecting this fair value gap here so far. Inversion fair value gap. And this 2 up close candles. So it is what it is. Now these highs here that ran out, not ran out on. Let me make sure. Hold on. That's the right way. I don't like this momentum here. We're still in this inversion fair value gap, but I don't like how we dropped in here and hit this, the high of this, and push higher. I feel like we need to see speed lower if we want to go lower. We'll just keep watching this. We're still in this inversion fair value gap, so no panic. We have our stop loss in place regardless. Now I'm asking, where are the sellers? I was asking where are the buyers and where are the sellers? We all need to come back in. The way I'm seeing it, seller stepped in here with his aggressive move, boom. And buyer step in with his aggressive move, boom. And then now there's been a lack of both sides. They're selling here, other selling, then they're not trying to push price lower so far. In fact, buyers look like they have a little upper hand so far right now. Well, being that I'm watching the PD arrays and watching this fair value gap here, I'm just gonna stick with it. But where are the sellers? We need to see some aggressive move lower. We're dancing. Typically, my trades would be, I'll be done sooner than this. So this is the longer we're in this consolidation, the chance of the trade playing out drops. But nothing has per se been violated, especially with this fair value gap here and this order block in place. I need to see us really run below here. All this back and forth, it's not ideal. See this 5-minute order block here. I think this right here. Yeah, it's problematic. Mucho problema. Right here. notice how we finally closed outside that fair value gap. So this could act as an order block. 5 minute that can then push us further higher. All right, watch these lows because now we've created a swing low, 5 minute chart. Now it's liquidity resting here. So you don't want to run that. Still want to play games. I'm also watching each time we've ran above a high, meter rejected. So look at this high right here. Ran above it, we saw selling, ran above this high, saw sell, ran above higher again here. We see an aggressive push lower. There's obvious liquidity resting here now. Man, this is priceless dancing. Liquidity resting below here. Oh. Let's see if we can get there. below the price. We need to slice below this if we're really gonna make a move. We slice below it this time. I don't want to see us come back. We need to be on a mission. We spent so much freaking time. S&P 500 just made another lower low. So if Nasdaq's holding up like this, then again, we might be seeing a move higher on Nasdaq. Nasdaq needs to follow route, and it's not. It's being rebellious. S&P 500 is pushing. Where are the Nasdaq sellers? Where are you, sellers? Or algorithm, push it lower. Do something. Give us something to be happy about. Right now. It's BSing. Just dancing around here. Okay. Make sure it's not loose. The way that open and close is kind of aggressive. S&P 500 is doing its thing. Nasdaq is just being a nut. It's no longer safe for sales. Because S&P cleared out all of this. S&P has done its job. Nasdaq is refusing to do so. This could be a moment move higher now. Super ugly price action. What do you guys think? Are we gonna drop today, or are we gonna bullshit on the asset? Let's compare it again. S&P. Notice here. I want you to pay attention to all these lows right here that you're seeing on Nasdaq. Compare that to the S&P 500 for a second. It's cleared it. So Nasdaq is being problematic. Now, if S&P 500, I want to see continuously go lower, but you know, obviously I'm in Nasdaq, so ideally that needs to show its way, show momentum to the downside, but it's being very reluctant. S&P is at least moving lower smoothly. this trade becomes problematic here, if I'm being real, completely honest. I like to see them move. They should have moved at the same time, or at least close enough. But at Nasdaq, they want to take out these lows. This could cause a whole move higher. I'm gonna let my PD arrays do this thing first. Being a major rebel. We'll have to drop in 10 minutes, guys. Let's see if this one's give any momentum lower, but it's being a major rebel. What I did see, we did around these highs and we're rejecting. I'll be completely honest. It should at least melt below these lows. This could easily lead to a push higher. But again, we have this fair value gap here. It's order blocks. So I'm letting it do its thing. Let's take another high. Let's see if Stellar step in like we've been seeing. And this red line is new that they opening up high and lows. They're sensitive in price. It's touching it. Let's see how it reacts. Okay, this is good. No reaction thus far. That's good. We're gonna get that push finally. Let's see if we can get it. Nope. Oh, this price action is ridiculous. Surrenders. Okay, it's reacting to it now though on the other side. So let's see. This is good. Drop below it. Now we're pressing in there and we're reacting to that. So let's see if this can push us lower now. We got 5 more minutes now. Drop. If this doesn't play out right now, then PM session is probably the best, better trade position or better time to trade. It would be the PM session if this doesn't move. Because we're just dancing around here. You can sometimes lose the plot of why we even got into the begin with when we do all this dancing. It's a good drop so far. Can we continue? Is the question now. All this dancing around. Are we going to continue moving lower? You ran into this orange level, which is a 15-minute fair value gap. And we saw price break down. And right when it went below this fair value gap here, that's when I really pressed the button to get in. As price retraced, I entered another sell right here. And so far, just been dancing around. Showing that we're respecting this inverted fair value gap and this 1 minute order block. But it's been very tough to go lower. It's not really trying to move lower any momentum. So I like the reaction here. We ran into this new day opening gap low and we dropped from it, but are we going to continue? Or are they just going to table this for the PM session? Look to the left of the chart, 5 minute chart. You kind of see blocks of price action where it looks like it's favoring sellers. You can see quote unquote order blocks being formed if you look to the left. Where we see up close candles, you see down close candles, and we have this up close candle that formed now as down close candle. So let's see if this could push price lower. It's been a rough ride. Let's see if we get it now. I'm not too impressed because now we're approaching what, this 15-minute fair value gap. Okay, so let's see how price interacts with that. Ideally, it would be best if it could just swipe right through that. If you get any value, by the way, from this, like and subscribe. Okay, that's all I ask for. Like, subscribe, drop a comment. 2 minutes before this candle to close. I gotta drop actually. Got stuff to do, but I ideally want to see it close outside the 15-minute fair value gap and take out these lows. That's what I want to see. And would that be a 40-point move? Let's see. Here. Yeah, so I'm gonna take 5 off here. All the BS we just went through. If it gets here. Okay. So you guys see that rejection we're seeing again at this 15-minute level. Look at that rejection. Orange shaded area is a 15-minute level. Look at the rejection. I wanted to see it just slide right through. The price is being very difficult. Not ideal. I want to highlight this fair value gap here. Let's see if this can hold price. It's going to go right through it. Let's see if this can even hold any merit here. Got 1 more minute for that 5-minute candle to close. Ideally, I want to see that 5-minute candle close beyond that shaded orange here. Give me a little bit more confidence in this move lower. So right now, I'm still the mindset that we've been going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. It's not fun. You know, S&P 500 is just having a nice little glide lower. Sometimes you wish you're trading S&P. Sometimes. It's an easier one today. So that 5-minute candle wants to close. It looks like it wants to close inside that fair value gap. I want to see it push outside of it just a little bit. Come on. There we go. I like that better. Still not the best, but I like it a little bit better. Also draw a fib. I'm gonna move my take profit. Where's my mouse? Don't do me like that, mouse. I'm gonna move it a little bit. Move it here. Do it here instead. We can even get it. These markets are nuts today. Yeah, I like how we close outside that orange shade area. So this is good. It's just the timing to me, like it's taking too long to play out. Okay. We're seeing a nice little rejection, this fair value gap here. Well, see if that can deliver lower prices right there. So much this stubborn price. I would not be surprised if it comes all the way back up. I just won't be. Stubborn price action. Just look at this to the left. Like, what could you make out of all this price action? It's really nothing to make out of it. It's just very, very ugly. Very ugly. Look at this shit to the left. Super ugly. So I'm just letting our PD rates do its thing, but this is not a simple trading day. Very complex. I like how it closed. Yeah, it closed there. That's a good sign. Let's drop lower now. As much as I'm seeing nice signatures, just a little reluctant or trying to find the right word to use. Just because price has been very ugly, there's less meaning behind some of the signatures I'm seeing. Things I'll usually be happy about, I'm not fully happy about them because obviously the market has not been moving with speed to one side. It's really been back and forth in consolidation. So far, it has been moving towards lower, but you know, you can see what we're. Every time it goes lower, it runs higher. If it runs higher, it starts going lower. Like it's a very back and forth market. It's not moving one with speed in any specific area. If you look at S&P 500, it's more direct, more clean, smoothly moving towards lows. That's all I want to see. But Nasdaq is being the stubborn child. Much of we trade outside its fair value gap, we're looking at this up close candle too to potentially act as an order block to draw price lower. So the only thing is this: the fact that S&P has clear targets, which is to run out its current lows. This gives me the thought process that momentum will be towards moving lower. As long as those targets on S&P 500 not been hit lower, I would favor bearish momentum on the Nasdaq. So even with all this mess, there's still some type of, say, thought process behind why I'm still short, but not neglecting that this is a very, very tough market. Super tough market. With the way we've been moving, I will be surprised. I won't be surprised. Like we actually could take out these lows, but here it's not really. I would like to see this little bit taken out. It's not really top of mine. This price is just very ugly. The Nasdaq. I wonder if there's any earnings. Let's see. So, earnings whisperer. 4 days ago, earnings of the week. Just scanning through this, so I don't know. I don't see anything crazy. Yeah, I don't see nothing crazy. You know what I mean? Nothing great. I don't see any like top 100 tech stocks that's having earnings this week. Just being really reluctant. See if we can push lower again. Let's see if we can get this move lower or not. It's 24 right here. I want to see that get tapped. A very, very ugly market. All these up close candles. Let's look at the 5-minute chart. All these up close candles are being met by selling. Up close candles, you see selling. Up close candles, you see selling. So see if prices just up close candle then drive us lower. Essentially, and this is the last up close candle. Where I think smart money is going to pair their orders to drop lower and then knock out those that were buying from here, and then potentially those that are buying from here. That could be a nice drop all the way from up here. I'm already selling up here at 21,029. So let's see if we can get that. Very tough, ugly price action. Ugly as fuck. Excuse me. This candle here, I still want to see this close outside this orange area. And like and subscribe, guys, if you're getting any knowledge in the game. Highly appreciate it. It'll be an encouragement to me to keep on doing these lives because it is a little tougher trading in front of people. I'll be completely honest. It is a little tougher. Today's price action, I'm not really worried about it. It's not that serious, but talking about previous price action. Today's price action is ugly, but I still feel comfortable because end of the day, I'm letting my stop loss to staying. The logic still exists. S&P 500 is moving lower, so momentum on Nasdaq should be pushing lower too. That's the whole logic behind the trade. As much as this is a very, very freaking ugly market, jeez. Finally getting some legs. Push lower. Oh, it's short of that low. It's gonna retrace all the way back. Oh, there goes $1. All right, there. Found the target. Jeez. Y'all just taking something off? Am I being too greedy? It's being greedy here. I just take some off right here. What am I doing? Knowing these markets are bullshit. No, but it's still S&P 500 has momentum to go lower. So, but this actually should have been a good take something off position. So let's do this instead. I don't care. Right here. Should I? I feel the momentum coming, so let's just wait. Let's wait a little bit. Still seeing momentum from S&P 500. So. So this is where it becomes a harder trade for me, guys. Some of my accounts I've taken positions off. Here, this account I have not. And now my mind goes, dang, what if I don't take anything off from you guys? You know, how would that look? Just take something off. Little stuff like that. That's what really goes to my mind. I already took something off from my other accounts, two of my other accounts. This is my third one. No, I'm not. And I'm trying this one from you guys. So it does bring a sense of like a little anxiety. Like, okay, if I don't close it from you guys are like, well, he didn't take nothing off the table. So even though he called the markets and was, telling us what's likely to happen, it's all been playing out. If I didn't take anything off the table, fuck this whole trade. Fuck the whole logic. I'm not gonna listen to him. Little stuff like that. So to alleviate some of that, let's just do this. Okay. I just took 5 off. And I'm gonna move this order here. Again, there's still momentum to move on. Still see that happening on S&P. You never know. All this back and forth we've been seeing here, this could easily trigger some buying. At this point, I do want to see this act as an order block. So again, we saw price go up in here, just up close candle, and reject lower to deliver those prices lower here. So the question now becomes, are we going to continue this move lower? So stackers Satoshis. Do we think that the government doesn't know who made Bitcoin? Or did the government make it themselves? It's a great question. The creator of Bitcoin seems to be Satoshi Nakamoto. That's what they say, but come on now. It's cyclical, just like the business cycles. Every 4 years, have an event, limited supply. I think they were trying to solve for something. I think they just did. Create a safe haven for our money. And yeah, stack your Satoshis if you can. Let's see if we can get this move lower. Now, if I'm being real, guys, let's talk to my Instagram. And I've said this more over today, but not comfortable with this trade. Not comfortable with this whole movement. We've accomplished one of our targets being hit here. I don't know if we're gonna go all the way down here. Perhaps with such wonky price action, I should close out everything, or at least 50%. But see, it's a good thing I took something off, right? If not, I've been pissed off. Watch this retracement without taking a single thing off the table. Guys, not easy calling this in front of you guys. I don't care if there's one person watching. Because I don't know who's watching. It could be 1, 10, 12. One day I might be doing a stream. There'll be 100 people watching. I have zero clue. But just like and subscribe. Just do me a favor. Let's grow this channel. If you got any knowledge today. Okay. This movement here could cause a push higher. It's fair value gap here. I want to see that get destroyed. If not, careful there. Hey, Colossal. Nothing going on, but here. I'm just gonna end my stream here, but logic prevails here. I don't want to pie to the 15-minute fair value gap. Dropped. As a drop and below this fair value gap, I got in these cells right here. Boom. And then price was higher. This fair value gap slash those candles. That's order block. And we see price drop. So we'll see if we can get to these lows. It's been very, very tough, but ugly, ugly price action. We'll see if we can get down here. But from that, talk to you guys next time.